Gemini, what is up, my lovely Geminis? I hope you are having a fantastic week. I know I am. All right, well, let's get into your astrology and stuff. But before that, I just wanted to give you guys a big thank you for all of you who have subscribed to my channel. We are at 100 subscribers. I got my name. It is fantastic. I am super stoked. I didn't think I'd be this happy over 100 subscribers, but I totally am. I'm so stoked. Anyway, that's all thanks to you guys. So I will be doing the draw for the free tarot reading at the end of the week on Friday. So stay tuned for that. And I will be contacting you via Instagram or probably through YouTube. I'll message you privately there. And yeah, let's see what we got coming up for this week. And yeah, just wanted to say a big thank you. And if you want to subscribe, you still have a chance to win. So hit the subscribe button and you'll be entered into the draw. Also, I think I will be doing this monthly. So if you want to win a free reading by me in the same kind of style, all you have to do is subscribe and let me know down below you subscribed, hit the like button, all that kind of stuff, and you're in. Like, it's not, no extra things, no weird sites to go to. So yeah, let's keep it in YouTube and keep it cool. All right, so what do we got going on for you, Gemini? Let's get your chart up here. All right, so I'm looking at your chart. We got a few things going on. We're moving out of a Venus in conjunct Uranus, and that is in your, what is that? Your 5th house. And so that was kind of like, you know, getting clear about like your creativity, your pleasure, and kind of like taking out the trash in that regard, and like being like, okay, what isn't actually making me feel creative? What isn't making me feel like I am a creative person? And we're moving out of that energy since it is the 4th here, and we're moving into Mercury being direct in Libra, which is fantastic energy. Of course, this is still your 5th house of creativity and stuff, so you could actually be seeing a little bit more of a boost as far as your ability to communicate your creative projects or your passions. This also has to do with sex and just a lot of like passion and energy. This is your 5th house. So yeah, all right, well, let's go in and see what else we got going on. On the 6th, we have the moon opposite the stellium in Capricorn, which is in your, it's your 8th house of other people's money, debt, all that kind of stuff. So as the moon moves to your 2nd house of finances, you're going to get a little bit more of a view on just really where your finances are lining up with other people's, and you know, becoming more aware of that, especially with the elections going on, kind of just being more conscious of where money is coming in from, because it feels like, I mean, Jupiter and Pluto are going to be, you know, conjuncting soon on the 10th, and that's in your 8th house as well. So this is like ultimate transformation, and yeah, Jupiter is just making it a lot bigger. And then what else we got going on? We have Venus is going to be opposite Mars on the 10th as well, and that is in your 5th and 11th house of hopes and wishes. So yeah, this is also like your long-term plans, and this is where Mars is right now. So this is like really like making sure that your actions and your creativity are in line with what you want in life. Like, what do you really want? What are your aspirations? What are your goals, right? And just like making it come from this kind of like divine feminine aspect of Venus, and using that creativity to fuel Mars to see where it can really go. All right, we got Mars will be going direct in another week here, so you'll probably get a little bit of a boost in your dreams that way. Yeah, and I mentioned the Jupiter Pluto conjunction. Of course, this is really interesting. A little fact here: the numbers correlate very closely with every time Jupiter and Pluto conjuncted this year. It's happened 3 times, and this is the last conjunction on the 10th, and the pandemic numbers very closely follow it. Very interesting. And of course, I said before, Jupiter and Pluto, this is Jupiter making death and transformation happen a lot faster and a lot bigger. I mean, we're seeing the elections. We're going to see a bunch of weird stuff happen this year. So, I mean, we've already seen a bunch of weird stuff happen this year thanks to this big stellium in Capricorn. But yeah, that's all well and good. We also have Mercury going into Scorpio, which is your 6th house of work and daily routines and health and stuff. So you could maybe you're getting a little bit more communicative about what is going on with you personally. Maybe a little bit more communicative at work. Maybe, you know, you're able to like you know, drive to work maybe if you didn't have a car before. Now you can. All right, and I think that's about it. All I got for you, Gemini. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty good. All right, let's go into your tarot reading. Thanks for sticking along with me so far. I really appreciate it. So let's go into what we got for you right now, like where you're at currently. We'll jump into what we got coming up for this week, and then we'll go into your into what you got, your messages from Spirit, and we'll jump into the extra cards and the rune at the very end if you want to stick around for that. All right, so for my lovely Geminis, what we got coming up for them? Where are they right now? What energy is recent for them? What are they coming from? Thank you. 2 cards. First card is the Two of Swords. So a little bit of indecision here. Gemini, I feel like maybe you've been kind of juggling a couple ideas in your head and you're just kind of vacillating between them. So let's see what the underlying energy of this is. It's the Four of Swords. So yeah, this is like, you know what, Gemini, you've needed to take some time. It's felt like you weren't sure on the direction that you wanted to go, and you've been taking the time to really sit and meditate and kind of let the ideas come to you from Spirit in order to make a more, you know, effective choice, or something that's more in alignment with you as a person, as a spirit. And I feel like this has been a good break for you. All right, we got 2 more cards coming up. Oh, interesting. We got the Hierophant in the reverse position, and we got a couple more cards. So we'll stop it there. So with the Hierophant in the reverse position, it's like you've been trying to find what that thing is that connects you to Spirit, because it feels like you haven't been. Like maybe you've been feeling a little bit disconnected from, you know, maybe your guides, if you have guides, or, you know, spiritual teachers, or maybe your animal ancestors, or whatever it may be. It just feels like you're a little bit disconnected, and that's where the vacillation is coming from. Like if you had a true path, it wouldn't be so hard, but you've had to take a step back and kind of get in touch with this guy. He's like, look, he's a seeker. And so this is what you're doing right now with the Four of Swords. When you're taking your break, you're taking a little bit of a mental vacation and just going deeper within to find out where that truth is, where that power is in your beliefs, right? Okay, and the next card we got here is the Seven of Coins in the reverse position. Now, the Seven of Coins in the reverse, it feels like, you know what, it's like you haven't done enough. You're feeling like you haven't done enough to deserve a break. It feels like you know what, you've been on the benches for too long and you don't deserve a break. Well, I feel like, you know what, you do deserve a break, because we all deserve a break. So don't be hard on yourself about taking a little bit of time for yourself to figure out your mental space, because that's very important, especially for Gemini. Come on, you're mental. You're like all mental. You're ruled by Mercury, and Mercury being in retrograde, I mean, Geminis tend to feel it a lot. Same with Virgos, because it's their ruling planet. So yeah, I mean, if if the last 3 weeks you haven't done crap all, well, guess what? That's okay, because, you know, we're moving forward now, and you're gonna start seeing things move a lot quicker. The next card we got is the Judgment card. So yes, this is you being called to your highest purpose, your highest version of yourself. Basically resurrecting your ideas, resurrecting you from this dark place where you've been feeling. And yeah, I feel like this has been a very transformative time for you, this retrograde specifically, just because of all these planets just moving around, and it's been a pretty tough here. Like you could very well have had over this last year people in your family pass away. Like that is a very big possibility. So maybe you're being drawn to more of like a healing art. Maybe tarot is a new thing for you. So yeah, I mean, yeah, by all means, like this is, you're being called to your purpose now, and whatever that is, just go with it, like enjoy it, like embrace it. The first card we got is the Queen of Swords in the reverse position, and this is talking about being open to receiving ideas. This is the Divine Feminine, and when it's in the reverse position, it's like, it's kind of harsh and isn't as receptive as it could be. Like, it's the Queen of Swords. She is like the receiver of ideas. She brings things in and she calculates them, and she, you know, she's very mental about it, but she's fair and just. But when it's in the reverse position, it's like, you know what, she's like, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't, you know, I'm ignoring facts. So coming up this week, you may be in the kind of a state of bullishness, I want to say, or trying to be too in one direction versus actually being open to new information. So let's see what the underlying energy of this is. Oops, sorry, crow. By the way, yes, this is a crow skull. And I have a crystal crow skull here, raven skull. Got all sorts of things on my desk. So yeah, let's see what the underlying energy of this Queen of Swords is for my lovely Geminis. Thank you. So the first one we got is the Four of Coins, which the Four of Pentacles talks about stability. Like stability, especially because it's a 4. And 4s are ruled by Cancer. This is about stability in the home. So this kind of like bullish behavior, this could be because of something that's happening in the home. And it feels like you're having to, like, you know, save a little bit of money this week. This came out for Scorpios too, saving money. But yeah, it feels like you're gonna have to save a little bit. I don't know why. We got the Three of Wands here. So okay, I feel like, you know what, you're making progress in something. It feels like you're making progress, but I feel like this is a warning against spending too much money on your projects right now. Like, you may have gotten a windfall recently, or you may have gotten a little bit of extra money. I feel like you should save a little bit of it and be smart with it. Or like, say you have a job and you're spending money like as you get it. Like, you know what, I've lived paycheck to paycheck forever, so I know how it feels. But with the Three of Wands and the Four of Coins here, I just feel like it's time to be smarter about your money. And this might actually give you more of a sense of control overall. And maybe it'll help take this Queen and put yourself into a more receptive mode. Because it feels like you're not being receptive to new avenues of money as well. So if you're only focused on one income stream right now, I feel like that could be a problem. Yeah, okay, I feel like increasing your amount of income streams. So I'm not saying like take another job, like look into, I don't know, Bitcoin trading, or something that you can put your mental effort into, Gemini, that will help you gain a little bit of extra money. Like do some research, fill out some surveys or something. Like just make sure that you can, you know, generate a little bit of extra that is outside of your usual paycheck. Because that always helps. That extra little bit, it can help so much. All right, let's get one more card to clarify this Three of Wands, please. No, that's too many. That's 3 cards. I want 1 card, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. The Empress. Yes, this is the ultimate feminine energy. This is the ultimate receiving and giving energy. This is the mother energy. So this week, be loving to yourself. Be loving to others. Be kind to others. Be nurturing for others. Like, even if you have to save your money and, you know, do some penny pinching or whatever, just know that you can still show care. You can still show love and passion with other people without spending money. Like, you can write people notes, write people a card, write people a letter. Like, this is all good energy. And people appreciate that stuff. Like, it's awesome. Like, you know, but also this is about treating yourself like a queen. Like, treat yourself like how you deserve to be treated, because you are the creator of your life. You are the one who is putting all the effort in, and you're the one who's going to ultimately receive the benefits from whatever you put into your life. All right? So let's move into what we got coming up for you. Your messages from Spirit. Let's see what your messages from Spirit are for my lovely Cancer. Okay, I'm going to put that back. Lovely Cancer, or not Cancer, Gemini. Sorry, I said Cancer there. So Gemini, what we got coming up for you for your messages, please? So we got 3 right off the bat. Okay, let's go with this one. The Hanged Man in the reverse position. All right, so this is talking about having, you know what, it feels like either, no, it feels like you've done a lot of internal work, and especially like with this Four of Swords. It's like you've done a lot of self-sacrificing, and it feels like maybe you've done so much self-sacrificing that other people, like, you don't think that other people see you as being that person, or perhaps you've come to light. Maybe you've had some sort of spiritual awakening because you've gone through this trial, and now other people are having a hard time seeing your perspective. This is also being open to new information. Like normally, if he's in the upright position, he's upside down and he's getting a new perspective on things. So this could also be a call to make sure that you're looking at things from a different perspective. All right, and the next card we got for a clarifier is the Page of Swords. So yes, this is you needing to communicate something to someone. And it feels like you're having to come to somebody with this new sort of information that you've gathered. Let's get another card for clarification. Thank you. The Five of Cups. Okay, so this is really interesting because the Five of Cups talks about like kind of crying over spilt milk. So maybe you've gained some perspective over a relationship or something. Like maybe you're like, oh my God, this person actually kind of hurt me, and I didn't realize it until I went through all this stuff. And now you're like, maybe you're operating from that hurt position, and that's why your receiving isn't open. And now it's because you were feeling hurt. You've been looking at the things that have been upsetting you instead of the things that you still have. So I feel like whatever this is, it feels like you need to get it off your chest. This isn't, take it for what you will. If this resonates, then go for it. But if it doesn't, then you know what? Maybe this is something about communicating to yourself about what you really truly desire, what you really need, what you're willing to let go of. Can I get one more card? No, they won't let me have one more card. All right, so let's go into your sacred symbols here and see what pops up for you. What does Gemini need to hear this week? What does Gemini need to hear this week? Thank you. We got grounded. Yes, make sure you're grounded because right now it feels like you're all up in the air. Like you got so many swords. The only thing grounded right now is you know what, being a little bit spendthrifty and like saving your money. That's the only thing that's being grounded. But you got to remember to be grounded emotionally. Be grounded physically. Do grounding rituals. Look it up on YouTube. Grounding meditations. Yeah, I mean, grounding is like, honestly, that's something you should do every day, is grounding. Imagine strings coming out of your belly button and going into the earth and wrapping around the earth's core and, you know, spreading out and feeling the connection to all the trees in the world through the root systems. Yeah, like you can do anything like that. Any sort of visualization helps with grounding. You don't need to actually sit on the earth, but that is a very good way to do it. But it is getting colder outside, so don't blame me if you don't want to do that. All right, let's get another card. Thank you. Oh, we got a few cards. All right, we'll take these. We got transformation coming up, which is lovely. I mean, it's also a butterfly, so it's very delicate when you go through a transformation. So be patient with yourself. I feel like that is something that you need to be patient with. And it feels like this is in regards to the home. I think I mentioned home as well with the Four of Coins. So this could be something going on at home, perhaps. Some sort of situation where you maybe need to be a little bit more receptive, a little bit more open, but also a little bit more grounded. And the next one we got is meditate. Okay, so it seems like you still have some meditation work to do. I mean, we had it here, that's where you're coming from, but you know what? It feels like, I guess, your work isn't done on the meditating. Honestly, it's a daily practice. Like if you don't meditate daily, if you meditate like, once or twice a week, like that's good too. But I mean, every day you're going to see the most transformation. If you want transformation, meditate. Meditate. All right. Well, let's go into your rune for this week. Where is my rune box? This is my rune box. Well, for now, at least, until somebody purchases it. It's on my website. So yeah, I mean, it's a box. It's very nice. It's got like burnt ash on top, which is very nice. Very luxurious. Pull out my runes here. We'll jump in. We'll see which rune wants to work with Gemini. Oh, thank you. That's happened right away. Let's see what it is. Ooh, this is the rune of fertility. This is like ideas. Oh, this is good. This is good energy. So this is Ingus. See that? Ingus, page 76. So I'm going to read directly from the book because these runes have a lot of meanings and I have not committed them all to memory yet. All right, so let's go into this. This rune is akin to the moon, the intuitive part of our nature with its urge towards harmonizing and adjusting in the sphere of personal relationships. Ingus embodies the need to share, the yearning to be desired, a search after similarities. The completion of beginnings is what Ingus requires, a time It may mark a time of joyous deliverance, of new life, a new path. A rune of great power, drawing it means that you now have the strength to achieve completion, resolution from whatever, from which comes a new beginning. Above all, completion is crucial here. It may be timely that you complete some project now. If so, make that your first priority. Perhaps a difficult state of mind can be resolved, clarified, or turned around. The appearance of this rune indicates that you must fertilize the ground for your own deliverance. Ingu signals your emergence from a closed, crystalline state. All things change and we cannot live permanently amid obstructions. As you resolve and clear away the old, you will experience a release from tension and uncertainty. You may be required to free yourself from a rut, habit, or relationship, from some deep cultural pattern, some activity which was quite proper to the self you are now leaving behind. The period at or just before birth is often a most dangerous one. Movement involves danger, yet it is movement that is timely that leads out of danger. Now it is time to enter the delivery room. Another of the cycle runes, Ingu's counsels preparation. Being centered and grounded. Freeing yourself from all unwanted influences and seeing the humor. You are indeed prepared to open yourself to the will of heaven and can await deliverance with calm certainty. All right, well, geez, Gemini, heck of a reading. If you like this kind of reading, and if you want your own private reading, like I said, you can hit the subscribe button and be entered to win for a monthly one, or you can hit me up on my website, order a reading off there, sliding scale, and yeah, it'll look kind of like this, or we can do a Zoom call, whatever you want, FaceTime, and yeah, I would love to work with you, and I hope you have a fantastic week, Gemini. Take care.